If you think you're losing your mind, think again. Welcome to Daily Whispers. Kara Bradley here, always bringing you what I am diving deep into these days. And on TikTok, it has been all about menopause brain fog. If you've seen me on there, if you've been on my lives, you know we get deep into the science, the research, I should say, the limited science and the limited research about how our brains change during the perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause journey that most of us are on. So if you're a woman 40 years or older, there is a very good chance, in fact, there is a 60 to 70% chance that you are experiencing some degree of menopause brain fog. And I want to tell you this because menopause brain fog is something that is never talked about. I want to say almost never talked about. Here's what we know. Estrogen and progesterone will play a crucial role in our brain health. So that when we start to go through perimenopause, which can happen in our mid-30s, early 40s, we may feel like we're losing our mind. Have you ever thought that? I am losing my mind. Or that you're going crazy. What's happening to me? Is this early onset dementia? I don't know. Well, not early menopause brain fog, but menopause brain fog in general can feel like having confusion, being scatterbrained, losing focus, inability to read, inability to listen. Your energy levels may drop. Your memory may go south, never to be found again. You may feel yourself unable to speak clearly. You may find that I do that too every once in a while. You may also feel like you're unable to pull things out of a hat the way you used to. Can't remember names. Forget why you came in the kitchen. You may find yourself very irritable, so that the smallest things may just set you off more than ever. You also may find yourself fatigued, mentally fatigued at the end of the day, unable to endure long stretches of meetings or times when you need to stay focused. And, overall, it's just not good for our productivity. I have heard from so many women over the last 6 months of how their jobs are affected by the changes in their brains. So why is this happening? Well, let me give you a little excerpt of an article I just wrote on Substack. Estrogen, and by the way, if you want to join me on Substack, just take a look at the show notes. I will put the link there. It is a new platform for me. I am always pressing boundaries into new platforms, looking for different ways to offer what I'm learning, what I'm excited about, and perhaps what can serve you. So back to the show. Estrogen is like a brain cheerleader. It boosts our memory, attention, mood, and more. In fact, estrogen is known as our memory molecule. And progesterone is also a big part of our ability to stay focused, to stay energized. And progesterone has a big part of our ability to feel relaxed. So what happens when in perimenopause, estrogen and progesterone start to go on a roller coaster ride? And then in menopause and postmenopause, when these two hormones take a nosedive and actually flatline, is that our brains change. It's that simple. Our brains will change during this menopause journey of ours. And if we're not aware of it, we can feel like we're losing our freaking mind. So what can we do about it? All right, so just a few solutions, because it's not all doom and gloom. But here's the thing, unless we know that what we're feeling isn't all in our head, unless we realize that there are hormonal reasons why you may be feeling the way you do, you may just want to stick your head in the sand and make life go away. There are things we can do. And I talk about a lot of these things here on this podcast. Number one is the big three. I'm calling it the big three these days. The big three are your lifestyle habits that can no longer be ignored. And those are moving, nourishing, and sleeping. Period. End of story. So if you take anything away from this episode, it is that you have got to put the big three in a bucket that is non-negotiable for you. And if you need help, you know I'm here. I've been training and teaching daily practices such as these big three and how to stay consistent for many, many years. And I'd love to support you. Okay, second, gut health. You know, I talk about gut health all the time. Probiotics, prebiotics, fiber, good diversity of foods. This is going to help with the brain fog. Stress management. Well, you know, if you're not meditating or have any other kind of journal practice, morning practice, quiet time alone, nature time alone to help you settle and stabilize your nervous system, then it may exacerbate the menopause brain fog. Hormone therapy. Yep, I'm saying it. Menopause hormone therapy. I am not here to give you advice. I'm here to suggest that you may want to get yourself in a really empowered place where you can then go to your healthcare provider and say, tell me what's available for me at my age, with these levels, with my risks. Brain workouts. What are you doing to keep your brain active, to push limits, to stimulate your mind? Is it reading new things, learning new skills? Maybe it's the New York Times crossword puzzle like I do every morning, or Wordle. Anything that can keep your mind stretching and reaching and doing different things, creating new neuron pathways. Finally, there are supplements. There are studies that suggest that there are certain supplements, such as omega-3, fatty acids, magnesium, vitamin D, vitamin B, that have cognitive benefits. In addition to what I've been talking about, you know, for the last few years, which is a gut-brain protocol, using probiotics and prebiotics that are targeted to improving mental wellness to help shift you out of brain fog. And for me, and I've talked about it a lot, but you can look at more information if you look at the show notes and the links I've got down there. The Happy Juice, which is a targeted gut-brain protocol, I have been using for 4 years and have absolutely no doubt in my mind that it has kept me up, motivated, excited, purposeful, passionate, and ever, ever growing in these days of mine. So I support dozens of women in starting as step one with their Happy Juice, and I would love to do that as well with you. So my friends, there was a lot jam-packed here in this beginner's guide to menopause brain fog. I hope you got something out of it, and reach out to me with questions. I would love to help shed some light on how you're feeling. As always, my friend, thank you so much for being here, for being curious enough about your own health to tune in every day, every week, however many times you listen, and also perhaps to share it with a friend. This is how we grow and we continue to share menopause education with our sisters out there. Take care.